Hello, 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 and welcome to another Quaranstine, because that's what this is. Baking with Quaranstine, it's turning out to become. I'm going to make some banana bread with 2 recipes in mind, so we will see again if this is anything that will work out for me or the people eating. So let's find the ingredients, and when I say find, they're literally right next to me because I've come prepared this time. Vegan milk. It's oat milk, or oat drink, as they say. We got a slight issue because one of the ingredients, one of the recipes the recipe I wanted to follow has crushed linseeds in it, and I only have the proper linseeds, and I don't have a mortar. I don't think I'll be able to use it, which is sort of the replacement for egg. But the other recipe doesn't have any kind of replacement. You just pour everything in except the egg. So I'm not quite sure what to do yet. We'll figure it out on the way. Anyway, that's those two. Allehanda. I think that's allspice. I actually don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know why there would be this kind of thing. I suppose it's a bit like spicy. We've got baking powder, vanilla sugar, real vanilla sugar, and we have cinnamon, which I think is the fake cinnamon. It's not the, doesn't say, I don't care. Sugar, flour. Right, so that's those things. I think that's it. Oh, I think maybe there's supposed to be some kind of vinegar in it to make like buttermilk. But apparently to make vegan buttermilk anyway, you need to have soy milk, and I only got the oats. I'm not even sure if I have enough. 2-3 deciliter. Again, this is not a tutorial on how to cook. This is more a tutorial how not to cook. Where do I start reading the recipe? I'm making banana bread, right? There is in fact bananas in it. Right, so I'm gonna do the milk first because that needs to stay for a while. To create the buttermilk that you probably want to create, we can see this is an experiment. There's no proteins in this compared to soy milk, and I think that's what does it. I mean, there's 1 gram. I don't know how much there is in soy milk, but it's definitely more. Right, so 1 deciliter, and we're gonna do the cider. Put some cider in, just put some cider in. The apple cider vinegar, or any kind of vinegar you have. I think I have apple cider vinegar, so I'm gonna use that. I do. How much was it? 1 teaspoon. And again, we don't really care in this household, so we just go a cup. Let that rest, and then now we're gonna mash the bananas, and we just go plump. Pick up a fork. Found the fork. And there we go. Mash. Sounds like I'm a duck. Beautiful. Right, so this is meant to go over now. That is vinegary. Right, so let's go. And then we're going to do 8... What? No. We're going to do half a deciliter of oil, and I hope we have that. I haven't actually checked how much we have. Right, that's half a deciliter. Right, and I should probably find a whisk. And then, this is not optimal viewing settings. Again, everything must go. Sugar, we're going to do, the recipe says 1 deciliter white sugar and 1 deciliter brown sugar, and I don't have brown sugar, so I'm going to do 2 deciliter of white sugar, which is probably going to affect the taste a little bit, because brown sugar makes it more like gooey and caramelly, I think. Ooh! next ingredient. Vanilla extract. It says extract, which we don't actually use that much in Norway, so I'm surprised it says it's a Norwegian recipe. So I'm gonna just assume 1 teaspoon vanilla extract is the same as... It's stronger, isn't it, the extract? No, it's not. Is it? I don't know. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do 1.5 teaspoon of real vanilla sugar. There's actually not that much in it. Should I do all? I should do all. Now, where do we throw this? Because it's metal, but it's not a tin. The wonders of the world. Right, I'm going to do some of this now. The allspice. I think it's allspice. I mean, in Norwegian, it's basically every hand. No, that's not right. That's a really bad translation, Stein. Hånd. It's not hands. It's just hånd. Now I'm going to use a teaspoon for this because I don't want to do this wrong, because I don't know this spice very well. It says half a teaspoon in the in the other recipe. I don't have those teaspoons that are actually measured, so I'm just using a regular one, which I don't recommend. But I suppose this is about... It's not half, but it's going in. That's very Christmassy. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Cinnamon. And that was 1 teaspoon. That's simple. Is that normal to have in banana bread? It is now. Whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. Beautiful, very beautiful. Half a teaspoon salt. We're going to do the hand again. Did I say too much? I like to sort of keep it tidy as I go. This is a mess. I'm not going to use these. I'm not going to be bothered. So we'll see how it goes without. Flour. I'm going to use this one again. And I'm going to do 4.5 deciliter flour. Why are there always holes in the package? Like, you have one job. About 4.5, and then there's 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I've definitely used my right outfit today. 1. The reason why I'm not putting this in it was because it's full of cinnamon, so I'm not going to ruin the baking powder with some brown powder. And now, a special moment. Oh fuck, I forgot to put on the oven. One job. Well, it's actually, you have lots of jobs. You're making a banana bread. It's one of the most difficult things you could ever do. And that was the last ingredient. It's no point in doing that if it's all gonna splash out of the bowl anyway, Stein. Right, well, that was sort of that. Because I fucked up and didn't put on that little oven, I'll just have to wait for a long time. Probably doesn't take more than 10 minutes, hopefully. So I'm gonna wait for 10 minutes and then I'll be back with the batter in the pan. That looks like a brain. Oh my god. And we are ready to put the batter in the pan. Put that here again. The other way. Oh man. Smooth. And because we can just spray some oil. So this has been a thing in Norway for like years. Like this is, you know, the original design from the 80s, 70s, I don't know. But I feel like it just came to England maybe like 2 years ago, maybe 3. So England, you're late. As you were with Quaranstine. Nice. And then we find a slikkepot. one that says bake more, because you can't bake without a slikkepot. That doesn't say bake more, because then you would be baking less, and that doesn't work. Right, let's show you. Let's show you. Right, beautiful in the pan. Let's just slide it a bit to the right. That's left. Just jump to the right. Put your hands on your hips. Put your knees in tight. Mr. Pelvic Thrust. We dress you insane. Let's do the pancake again. What? The banana. Just shut up, Stein. Bye. One of the recipes says 30 minutes and the other one says 50 minutes. But I think I'm going to go for 50 because usually, actually every time I make banana bread it's undercooked. But every time I like stick the, like check it with a toothpick or whatever, it doesn't come out as being unfinished. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So we'll see. Definitely doing 50 minutes then. Right, so see you in 50 minutes. Right, very exciting. It's been in the oven for 53 minutes, perhaps. It does not look burnt. I don't know. I mean, this is the thing. This is how it looks when it's not finished as well. So I'm pretty sure it's done. It's been 50 minutes. Come on. I'm going to take it out. Living on the edge. Now that looks good. Now that looks excellent. It even roasts a bit. That's pretty surprising. Or maybe just do it that way. Of course. Oh no, just, oh, is it even, is it done? I don't know if it's done. It felt a bit squishy underneath. Also, I put it 5 degrees hotter in the oven than it was meant to do, so I don't think, if this is not cooked, it's not me. It's some other weird explanation, but it has nothing to do with me, obviously, because I'm a perfect chef. Or a baker, some people probably would call people who bake. It's time to try it. It's so crispy and like it's actually cooked inside. It's a miracle. It's perfect. It's crispy. It's crispy on the outside and soft and fluffy on the inside. Well done, Stein. Well done. See you next time. Probably for more cooking. Hasta luego.